This coming Saturday, April 8th, the heavyweight division is going to see once again a young prospect turned contender in Jared Big Baby Anderson as he returns to the ring in what is being called a test, a step up for him. But will it really be that for Big Baby Anderson? Because he has shown himself to be someone both publicly and privately who could be the one that takes that next step in the division. Well, he'll be taking on George Arias from the Dominican Republic. And many people think that this is nothing more than a stopover for Big Baby. And if that be the case, it's going to go very interesting the rest of the year. So let's talk about Big Baby versus Arias. Big Baby Anderson, the future of the heavyweight division as far as America is concerned, is all set to step back into the ring this Saturday on the undercard of Stevenson versus Yoshino. What I'm interested in seeing is that Big Baby builds on his last performance, which we got a chance to see him open up and go all out on a fighter that no one really expected him to do that against in Jerry Forrest. Forrest tested Anderson's resolve as he cracked Anderson with a shot that made him forget all about the games and get serious, where he stopped Forrest. That was in December of 2022. Now in June of 2022, George Arias fought his last fight. The man from the Dominican Republic fought against Alante Green, and he had a split decision victory. But he has stated going into this fight that he intends to make certain that Anderson respects who he is. Will that be the case? We're gonna find out very soon. I do believe this is going to be a statement fight for Big Baby. Not that one needs to be made, but with everything that's going on at the top of the division with the champions and former champions, it's time for the Sharks to circle because there is blood in the water. Just this past weekend, we had a chance to see Anthony Joshua end up with a lackluster effort victory over Jermaine Franklin. And that wasn't the type of performance most were expecting from Joshua, but it turned out to be what he was able to do nonetheless. So Anderson could use this opportunity as a means to steal the spotlight. Bringing his record to the ring of 13-0 with 13 KOs, Anderson can come in and really leave an impression. He's 23 years old. Anthony Joshua is 33 years old. And if I'm not mistaken, Joshua gained the title when he was 26. The orthodox Anderson is 6'4" with a 78.5-inch reach. He has substantial power in both hands. He can box, he can punch. But he relishes competitiveness. If you decide that you're going to take it to him, that's when he's going to turn back your challenge. And I like that about him. He's still a kid at heart, but he knows how to get down to business. Now, does that mean that Arias, who comes in with an undefeated record himself of 18-0 with 7 KOs, is going to be ready for this? I'm not so certain, because Arias entering this fight is going to find out something about Big Baby that he didn't expect early on. And that is what I said about him not playing games. He's 31 years of age, and he's only 5'11" with a 74-inch reach. So he's going to have to get inside on Anderson, who, like I said, loves to rumble. He fights on the inside as good as anybody in the game today. He's very strong. He's young. He has a high-octane gas tank. And he's the type of fighter that when he gets you in trouble, he does not play with his food. He will get you up out of there. So, do you think that Arias has enough to be able to survive with 7 KOs on his record with 18 victories? And a couple of fights of his in his last 6 fights went to split decisions. He has to understand that Anderson is not coming to win a decision over him. He's coming to turn his lights out. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. This could be a quick one, people. I'm talking about inside 4 rounds. It's only if Arias is able to survive well. But I think by no means will he be able to stave off Anderson's attack for any length of time. Anderson has a very pulverizing jab when he decides to use it, and he's been in the gym with the highest caliber fighters in the sport. I know that boxing needs a new star, particularly in the heavyweight division from the US, because some of the guys are getting quite long in the tooth, and it is time for the next gen to show their mettle. Will Big Baby Anderson be one to do this? I think so. Matter of fact, I pick him over any of the young UK heavyweights, and there's a few of them who think that they're the best in the business, and they think because they've got punching power that that's what it's going to take. It's going to take a lot more than punching power, because you can have a full arsenal of artillery bombs, but if you don't know how to get them to the target, if you do not know how to navigate the landscape, if you do not have a defense system, you can figure out what's next. And believe me, I think Anderson has it figured out what's next. His right hand, his left jab, his uppercut is gonna pave the way for the division. Plenty of people are gonna look at him after this fight and say, when is he gonna fight a champion? When is he going to fight so-and-so? I can see it on the wall already. But let's be patient, because he said that he wanted to fight at least 4 times this year. And I believe that he can still get it in. All it takes is this first win. But what do you think? Do you think that Anderson is going to go all out and get Arias out? I think so. The future is quite bright for Anderson. He's one heck of a young fighter. I just want him to focus up. The ring entrances, the creativity behind all of that is great. But you haven't done anything yet, son. Make certain that you keep your eye on the prize. and let everyone in the division know that you mean business. They can run, but there's nowhere to hide. Remember, the rings get smaller in the heavyweight division, and so does some of the cojones when you come in and you're good. Yeah, I like that. And I look forward to seeing Anderson this Saturday. Let me know what you think. Do you think Big Baby is gonna have another impressive outing? Or do you think it's just gonna be a ho-hum affair? Leave comments and let's discuss. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are when it comes down to Big Baby Anderson. And what hopes do you have for him in the future? Let's discuss it all. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone remain safe.